Well, howdy, folks. I am Junior Spillman, and I am here with Miss Legendary Loda Rags. Hi, Loda. How you been?
I've been just fine.
Well, you look just as chipper as ever.
Thank you.
We haven't done much lately, other than when we went out that jaunt in the woods.
Yeah.
When I had to kind of corral you a little bit. But I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
That was fun. I needed a break.
You needed to get out and get some fresh air. I am here to talk about an incident, if you don't mind.
Okay, Junior.
Now, this one didn't happen you had a lot of things happen to you about 48 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Well, now this one happened about 20 years ago. You was working out on one of them outdoor stages. Kind of, they're kind of flimsy and makeshift stages.
You're going to tell that story?
Yeah, I've got to because I just feel the need for your fans to know the things that you come through and how strong you are, because you are an inspiration to everybody, especially with the things that she's been through. Now I know you know some of them. Well, now here's what happened, buddy. You was out there singing your heart out on that stage. Now this was a period where you was eating quite a bit of sausage and bacon. You was enjoying your breakfast pretty good. So you was a little heftier then.
Yeah, I was a little heftier then.
So you was out moving around, working the stage up and back and forth. Now, buddy, you got a little bit too close to too close to the front of the stage, and some of the supports, they broke loose. Well, now she comes sliding down on her hind end into the audience. But she got a splinter in her backside.
It was a bad one, yes.
Well, now there was a little bit of chaos, and there was a couple women was nice enough to kind of pull her aside, but they went to doctoring on her. They was going to take care of the situation. Now we had a few things happen. Now the first lady, she tried to get she thought she could get the splinter out with a staple remover of all things. I guess that's all she had on her. I mean, it wasn't like she was all prepared for let's make a deal and just had everything in her purse. But she didn't. He's
just going to tell it all, folks.
Well, now that didn't work. Well, buddy, would you believe that somebody had themselves some salad tongs? Now they had been eating bowl salad.
Junior!
Well, now they tried that. They tried working on that, buddy, but it was slipping around because it still had the vinegar and oil on it. So it wasn't going to get no traction. It wasn't going to pull that thing out. Well, now, and then somebody finally got wise now, and they had some tweezers, some eyebrow tweezers, and they got that, and they got it out. They got her whisked her away. She was a bit embarrassed.
It was a little hard to sit down for a while.
And there was shame on them for claiming to be fans, but there was quite a few people laughing. And I'm sorry, Loda. It's part of history, and I hate to tell these things.
If it's history, you gotta tell it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've always had your back, and I got your best interest at heart.
Oh,
but,
sure.
I think you might be able to find it on the internet or YouTube or something like that if you really
of course.
Want to look it up. But you know what? So what had happened, buddy, is you had got back up. You had got back up on stage. You tried to work the next night. But it was hurting. It was hurting you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I couldn't quite sashay around the stage like I used to.
Yeah, it was hurting you. So what you had to do was you had to tell the audience, I can't do it. It's a rubbing on my pants. It hurts. It hurts. Well, now what would happen is it got infected. They didn't know that yet. So.
Well, yeah, I can't quite rightly look at it.
Right. You're crazy. You know that. Say she crazy. Well, now the next day, buddy, what happened? You had to go to the doctors, and they gave you an antibiotic for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you had. The trooper that you are, you got up there on that stage the next night, and you was up there singing.
Because I promised them a concert.
Right, exactly.
And
you've always been good.
Forwarded their tickets.
Right, and I know how bad you hate to upset your fans. Like you feel like you're letting them down.
That's right.
You don't like to do that.
That's right. I don't like to let them down at all.
Well, so you had got that antibiotic, and you was up there, and you had a nervous reaction I am to understand.
Mm-hmm.
And you just kept sneezing and sneezing, and what happened was you sneezed a couple of your gold feelings out.
Yeah,
Well,
it just kept compounding. It was getting worse by the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, she and the reason for the feelings was you had quite chocolate addiction here, didn't you? Kind of candy bars, Hershey
along
bars,
with the sausages,
Snickers, and
and
everything else.
yeah,
kind of
that's
like
right.
that,
I was heftier back then.
Yeah, so she had a couple of gold teeth. I mean, it happens to some people every now and then. Well, now she sneezed them out into the audience, and they went berserk trying to get them things. I guess like souvenirs.
Well, they're valuable.
Well, yeah, now they could have melted that down and went and got themselves
Whole nickel.
Who knows? Got themselves some crystal burgers or something.
Could be.
Yeah, crystal burgers.
Okay.
Now, buddy, but what I like about this story is again, I mean, even with the sneezing, you was determined not to let them down this time. I mean, you sneezed your feelings out fine. They got the feelings once they got the crowd back together, to behave themselves. You went ahead and put quite a performance.
Yeah, I did.
And I'm proud of you for that.
I did.
I really am.
Yeah, I did. I'm just.
You're a little bit nervous, Miss Loda.
He's always picking on me.
You've been tired of the hat for a while, haven't you?
No.
Well, I haven't seen you wearing your hat for a while.
Well.
Or you got a new one you about
I
ready
usually
to...
wear that hat
But I
on
believe
stage. I usually
I
wear my hat on stage.
I believe you're about ready to pull a big fashion stunt on us again and surprise us with one of your glamorous hats.
Could be.
Now, she
Could
always
be.
has been a fashion trend setter. Makes people jealous. Sometimes you get out in public and people's hysterics because they couldn't stand the way, because they knew she looked good. They couldn't stand it because they didn't look like that. But Miss Loda, you've always been very humble. You just said, honey, I'm sorry.
Right.
She's even given her hats sometimes. One time she gave a young woman her hat and she just flipped it back in her face. But, Miss Loda's always been a good sport.
I try.
Yeah. Have you been shopping at the 5 and Dime lately?
Sometimes. Yeah. That's where I got this jacket.
Oh, ain't that something? Look at all them sparkles and beads and things on that. That's the cutest thing.
Yeah.
I love
When you're up and down in sizes, it pays to buy it cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you're not out much.
Well, now, buddy, after you collapsed that stage, you did lose some weight after that, right?
I did.
I mean, yeah. I think they started. I think when that happened, they started building them stages more sturdy because they
Probably.
didn't want another incident like that to happen to you.
Because that was such an embarrassing
I hate
thing,
to
and
bring
not
this up.
everybody can live up to.
But I just want you
Put
to
up
know,
with that.
I just want you to know how proud I am to be your manager, promoter, producer. And it's so good to see you again. I look forward to when we have one of our big.
We haven't talked about that time that I was hurting so badly. I had time to write that little lullaby. Remember?
Right, and you are going to share that with us soon, aren't you?
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to another of your spectacular
Well, I don't have the band here, but I could do it.
heartbreaking numbers. Some of the songs you sing, it just moved my heartstrings. And I had to cry my eyeballs out. I've had to stock up on Kleenex lately. But I'm so good. I'm so proud to see you here, and I look forward to seeing you the next time. All right?
Okie dokie.
Okay, honey. You take care until we see you later. You take care of yourself, all right?
All right.
And you fans, you keep up with her and keep watching for us. We love you. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye, everybody.